This right here is a book called Bible Study Guides. It's an overview of every single book of the Bible with a summary and everything. And I'm going to be reading that. Obviously, first book of the Bible is Genesis. Of the creation, the fall, and the start of God's covenant. Starts with Genesis 1 to 11. The primeval history which covers creation, the fall, the flood, and the Tower of Babel. Genesis 12 to 50. The patriarchal history, it moves from a global scope to a more focused view of Israel's ancestors. The creation is where God creates the world and everything in it. Fall of man, Adam and Eve's disobedience, introduces sin into the world. The covenant, God's promises to Abraham about his descendants becoming a great nation. God's sovereignty, God's control and plan for the world, especially seen in his interactions with humanity. These themes set the foundation for the rest of the Bible, showing God's relationship with humanity and his plan for redemption. Symbolism and imagery. Tree of life and tree of knowledge represent life and the moral choices humans face. The flood symbolizes God's judgment and the hope of new beginnings. The rainbow, a sign of God's covenant with Noah, symbolizing his promise to never again destroy the earth by flooding it. Practical application is trust in God's promises, just as Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob trusted God. Believers today are encouraged to rely on God's faithfulness. Humans sin in God's grace. Genesis teaches that while humanity is flawed, God's grace and mercy are always present. This invites people to seek forgiveness and live according to God's will. Adam and Eve were the first humans created by God. Noah was the righteous man who built the ark to survive the flood. Abraham and Sarah, the first patriarch and Abraham and Sarah were the first patriarch and matriarch of the Israelites. Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph were key figures in the lineage of Israel. Originally, Genesis was written for the Israelites as they formed their identity as God's chosen people. Understanding their origins helped them trust in God's promises. Today, it serves as a foundation for both Jewish and Christian traditions. Genesis has been believed to have been written around 1406 BC, during or after the Israelites' exodus from Egypt, and it was written by Moses. So that was the summary of the first book of the Bible, Genesis.